I want to start the show today talking about the wildfires that happened here in California, as we know. You know, as I look around the room, I was thinking of all of us because I consider you all family. And, you know, we're all based here in California. I'm a Chicago girl, but this is now my new home being here. And I know it's been a hard time for everyone, whether we lost our homes or something happened with our loved ones or people just, you know, being in the midst of a time like this. It's been a trying time for all of us. So I'm grateful to have you all here and see that you are safe and just happy to, as I say, look you right on upside your head, you know. It's just, you know, it's been a lot of destruction and loss, and it's beyond material things. For those who may not understand, memories were lost. You know, that's what life is about, building memories with your loved ones, being able to have a home to go to. You know, that's a part of our everyday. So when that is compromised, it's traumatic to see just how quick you can have one thing and have something, and just like that, it can be gone. You know, life can be different from what you always known it to be, which means your safety has been compromised, you know, and it leaves you sitting in trauma of trying to figure out, how did the floor move from up under you in a time like this? You know, it's people have lost their family memories, photos, things like that are special, especially when you've lost loved ones. Those things can be treasures. You know what I mean? Like when you can look back in the things that you had from your kids, the pictures on the walls, or the memories you had taking them to the things in your communities. You know, your church, your school, your grocery store. Those things are priceless. And it's things that we do and can take for granted each and every day until what? They're gone. And if this is nothing else, it's an example to show that it can happen to anyone. And a lot of times it doesn't register until it happens to us. So when it's those on the outside looking in, it's like they may not understand, but let it be a lesson that this can happen to anyone. This is nothing we could have predicted, but at the same time, it's life. And life is unpredictable, is it not? Which shows us we have to be grateful for what we have. And most of all, for our lives, and to still be able to be here. Some people lost heirlooms of their deceased loved ones. You know, I know for me, and losing my family, it's like having the sound of their voices. It makes you think of the things that you wish you still had. And some people didn't get to walk away with this because they just didn't even know they wasn't going to even see their home again or be able to go back in. That's a loss. That's still a trauma. And no one can tell you how to deal with that trauma. I was noticing that I was like, I stayed here in the midst of the fires for a while. And then eventually I decided to evacuate as well to protect my family and protect our lives. But it made me realize, like, we all deal with trauma differently. You know, we all have our way, and we have to allow ourselves room to grieve, to go through whatever we may be going through in that way, and respect that of each other, but know that, you know, everyone is dealing with something. I just want everybody to know my prayers and thoughts go out to those who have lost loved ones, who have lost their homes, who know someone who has lost something, or those who just simply were affected by being in the midst of the wildfires that took place here in California, which we are still pushing through, because it's not a situation that you can just snap back into the next day. You know, and we need grace during this time, compassion and empathy and consideration of what you've personally been through or what others are going through. And know it's life. Anything can happen at any given time, and you will want that same grace too if it were to happen to you. It's a collective trauma that has affected each and every individual, you know, here. And one thing I think we're all grateful for is the first responders who have been nothing short of amazing. Give them a hand. To think, and the incarcerated ones too, give them a hand. It may be their job, but their lives were at risk to try to protect people's homes and their lives. So they are the heroes in this situation. It's amazing clips of first responders comforting even the animals while fighting the fires and things like that. But I think the beauty of it all is just to always try to find the positive, to see us come together as humans in times like these for each other, to see people gather clothes and food and as I said, the firefighters and the first responders and everyone else that's pulled together to help their neighbor. We need more of this, and obviously we are still working through this, but at least we all have each other. And there's been so many people right here from California that's been heroes through it all, and we're gonna have a few on the show today. So let's celebrate and highlight those things. Again, thank y'all for being here.